The controversial social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate are back in the US. They returned after a travel ban was lifted in Romania despite human trafficking charges. The pair was arrested in 2022 over a criminal sex ring that lured women to the country. They deny the accusations. The brothers have millions of followers online. Their videos are criticized for misogyny, racism and homophobia.
And our prosecutor recently decided, because we have no active indictment in court, to let us go and return. This is a democratic society. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, as my brother and I are. And I think it's extremely important that we stop allowing media spin, wrap-up smears, lies, or carefully constructed narratives from George Soros-funded operations trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything other than follow the law.
Given the case hasn't concluded, will you return to Romania? Did Donald Trump help get you the travel ban lifted? Did Donald Trump help get the travel ban lifted?
Excuse me, ma'am.
After 2 years of house arrest in Romania, controversial internet personalities Andrew and Tristan Tate have finally left the country and arrived in Florida, USA. Their departure marks a significant turn in their legal battle, where they were accused of human trafficking and forming an organized crime group. The Romanian government had previously seized their passports, preventing them from leaving Europe while they were under investigation. However, on Thursday, February 27th, their passports were returned, allowing them to board a flight to the United States. The timing of their release and their swift arrival in Florida have raised questions about who might have influenced this decision and why they have chosen to return to the U.S. after such a long absence. One of their lawyers, Joseph McBride, took to social media to declare that the brothers were now free, emphasizing that Romania had ultimately decided there was insufficient evidence to prosecute them. While this legal victory allows them to move freely, it has sparked intense discussions about potential political involvement in their case. Reports suggest that figures within Donald Trump's circle had urged Romanian authorities to lift the travel restrictions on the Tate brothers. With their growing influence among young, conservative-leaning audiences, the Tates have gained support from certain factions within right-wing media. Some conservative commentators have embraced them, seeing their legal troubles as part of a broader pattern of political persecution, while others remain deeply critical, citing their controversial history and treatment of women. While the Romanian court ruled that procedural errors prevented the case from moving forward, the allegations against the Tates remain a point of contention. Prosecutors had accused them of luring women under false pretenses and coercing them into producing online adult content. The brothers, however, have consistently denied all wrongdoing, claiming that they were victims of a corrupt system and politically motivated attacks. Their return to the U.S. is expected to reignite debates about their influence, their legal battles, and their role in conservative media. Have they truly been exonerated, or has political lobbying played a key role in their release? As they settle into Florida, the spotlight remains firmly on Andrew and Tristan Tate, with many awaiting further developments in their ongoing saga. The Tate brothers have always been divisive figures, amassing a massive online following by portraying a luxurious and hyper-masculine lifestyle. Both former kickboxers, they built an empire through their online businesses, including Hustlers University, which claims to teach young men how to make money online. Their content has been widely criticized for promoting what some describe as misogynistic and exploitative ideologies. Despite this, their popularity has only grown, with millions of followers hanging on to their every word. Critics argue that their influence is dangerous, reinforcing harmful stereotypes and encouraging exploitative behaviors. Supporters, on the other hand, see them as outspoken figures challenging mainstream narratives and inspiring men to take control of their lives. The debate over their impact is unlikely to subside anytime soon, especially now that they are on U.S. soil. The question remains, why now? Why was their release granted at this particular moment? Some speculate that their arrival in the U.S. could signal a new phase in their public and political engagement. Could they be seeking asylum, leveraging their massive platform for influence, or even aligning with political figures to further their own agenda? The involvement of Trump-affiliated individuals in advocating for their release adds another layer of intrigue, suggesting that the brothers may have powerful backers in the American political sphere. As they begin this new chapter in Florida, many are watching to see what moves the Tates will make next. Will they attempt to rebrand themselves in the US, distancing from their legal troubles in Romania? Or will they double down on their controversial messaging, using their newfound freedom as a means to further their influence? Their presence in the United States could also open doors to mainstream media appearances, interviews, and possible collaborations with political figures. Given their past interactions with conservative media personalities, they may seek to capitalize on their notoriety, framing themselves as victims of a corrupt legal system and voices of resistance against perceived global oppression. Furthermore, their return could potentially lead to new legal battles. While Romania may have been unable to prosecute them, U.S. authorities could still scrutinize their past activities, particularly their business operations and claims made by their alleged victims. The possibility of civil lawsuits or federal investigations remains open, adding another layer of uncertainty to their future. Beyond the legal and political landscape, their influence over young men online remains a topic of heated debate. Their philosophy, centered around wealth accumulation, dominance, and an aggressive form of masculinity, has shaped the outlook of countless followers. Some argue that their teachings empower men to be self-sufficient, while others warn that they foster a culture of manipulation and exploitation. With their return to a country where free speech is fiercely defended but also heavily scrutinized, the reception they receive in the US will be a key indicator of where public opinion stands on figures like them. As more details emerge about their release, their next moves, and potential legal ramifications, the world will be watching closely. The Tate brothers' saga is far from over. It is merely entering a new, possibly even more explosive chapter. Whether their return to the US marks a fresh start or the beginning of new controversies, one thing is certain. Andrew and Tristan Tate will continue to command attention, and their story is far from finished.